Hey guys, so this is Alexa, and I went to Pearl Harbor like many years ago, actually during COVID, so face masks are required. So you'll see that in some of the footage that when I went to Pearl Harbor, I was in a face mask. I was actually supposed to be quarantining over when I was in Hawaii, but I snuck on a public bus and made it to Pearl Harbor to give me something to do during the day. And it's a full day thing, just so you guys know. I'm not sure if you're aware of the background of Pearl Harbor. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the bombing. If you don't know, the Pearl Harbor bombing was from Japan over to the United States Pacific Fleet on Oahu, December 7th of 1941, I think. You'll have to double check that off my memory. And when you get there to Pearl Harbor, it's really nice. They have a little memorial for you to go through. And don't ask me, I really don't remember the price because there's different things you can do that cost money, things that are free. So this is me kind of just going through and checking out some of the memorials and looking at the different size torpedoes, the submarines that didn't cost extra. And this right here is one of the submarines that is a ship back in the day, these are what our sailors, our Navy, would actually live on. These would go into the middle of the ocean for months at a time, and these fellas lived together, slept together, ate together on a ship. Almost kind of like your International Space Station. You know, everybody's up there together. This right here is actually a historic submarine from World War II. This is the USS Bowfin. Bowfin. Now, come check out how close quarters everybody is. These sleeping quarters are like inches apart from each other. I mean, I think they treat people in jail with more space than they do here. As you can see, going through, you do have to do a lot of ducking and then going through a small area, as well as you just better make sure that everybody's getting along. Okay, so fun fact really quick, let you all know, my grandpa, his ship was home ported over here in Pearl Harbor. So he actually lived in Hawaii for a little bit. I live there now, but I wasn't even alive then. This submarine right here is called the Pearl Harbor Avenger. That's the nickname. It actually completed 9 successful war patrols. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how I feel about being underwater for so much amount of time in such close quarters. It's just crazy when you think about what a submarine is, how big it is. I mean, it looks very close quartered inside, and it is because you've got these big torpedoes, but as small and cramped as it looks inside, when you see the outside, it's humongous, as you saw at the beginning with me on top. This submarine right here has also sank 44 enemy ships. That's quite impressive. This USS Bowfin was released 1 year after the attacks on December 7th of 1942. Now, this is probably what Pearl Harbor is most notably known for, is taking the trip out to the USS Arizona Memorial, where on the 1941 December 7th attack from Japan, they sunk the submarine, and then the United States, put a memorial over it. And as you notice, it is still, oil is leaking, as you can see in the water. That's oil. During this attack, 1,177 total of Marines and sailors were injured. That's what you just saw some of the video footage earlier with the white with all those names, that whiteboards inside of the Arizona Memorial. Inside of it, if you rewind it back a little bit, you can see that those were all names on the board of people who we lost. FYI, this is one of the free things you can do is go out to the USS Arizona on the little boat. It's free, doesn't cost anything extra when you're out there visiting. But once you get done and you head back to the land, you have the option to go on the other side over with a suspension bridge. They do take you on this little van tour bus type thing across the suspension bridge. By law, you're not allowed to record, by the way, when you are on that bridge. So by the time that I finally made it over to the other side of the bridge, I didn't have really a lot of energy or time left to go to all the other museums, the larger submarine that does cost money. But overall, I had a fun day and it gave me something to do.